NBC's News Radio. And these days she's preparing for a new tour of the Broadway musical Chicago. Please welcome the very hot Vicki Lewis. You are decked up.
I'll be your waiter, right? Yeah.
You look good.
Thank you. You look good too. My pants are doing the same. It looks like I have a penis too. Like
What is
I'm sorry.
happened to
I
you?
go right to the word you
Don't
can't
you
use
understand?
immediately.
This isn't a Broadway back bar. This is, television. I'm going to go like that then, if it's offending you.
I would if I were you. There you go, and then the cross. Okay.
How are you?
How am I? I'm good.
How's Chicago going?
You know
It's a
what?
great musical.
Yes, it's a great musical, but I'm very happy to be here. You're like my get out of jail free card, because I'm supposed to be in rehearsal today, but I would have done anything to get out,
It's too
But
strenuous.
I'm glad it's you. I mean, Jenny Jones, hard copy, whatever happened to, I would have said yes to it. Because, it's great.
Thank you.
No, but I'm glad it's
A
you.
higher compliment couldn't be found. Don't touch me.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
Here it is, like
Is that the order?
No. But, it's one thing to be on a series for 5.5 years, actually, eating donuts and drinking coffee and saying Dave Line 2, and talking about how you're going to go back to the theater, to your roots, cathartic, wonderful, and then they give you the job and you have to do it. And you forget, how hard it is, how much work it is.
It is. Well, that is particularly the hardest show imaginable.
Yes,
But I first saw you in Damn Yankees about 7 years ago in San Diego, and you did an unbelievably difficult number.
Yes, but this is like 9 unbelievably good numbers. But it doesn't matter what you're doing, right? I mean, like, television is the devil you know, and you kind of get into that, and then theater is... I hear Bernie Brillstein laughing at certain things I say.
Television is the devil. I don't think anyone's going to disagree here.
No, but, the devil you know it's like the easiest art form, really, in terms of all of them, in a way. Or not maybe for you. With a talk show, it's different.
It depends if you're doing it. We've been doing a month-and-a-half telethon here. We've raised $30 million. Look at that. Tiffany! Show me doing! No, there are other... Listen, a sitcom is kind of an easier-going thing.
That's right. A sitcom has a schedule, but even movies, you don't really know what you're getting into.
Absolutely.
And early on, I did a couple of really great films, Godzilla and Mouse Hunt, and they were both, it's just as hard to get into the bad ones, but they were all night shoots, right? And particularly on Mouse Hunt, we were shooting from like 10 at night. Hi, you're so pretty. I'm just telling freak stories. You're like, and particularly on Mouse Hunt, though, it was like 10 at night till 4 a.m. We talked to you, her, that, and I'm laying on mud. Oh, you, Marty. I talked to Marty.
Yeah,
and I'm laying in mud in like a cocktail dress, and the house has exploded. And
on Mouse Hunt.
Yes, Mouse Hunt with Nathan Lane, Nathan and Mouse. And so this would be the call. It would be speed, sound, douse 'em, which meant pour the water on the actors, which were already laying on ice so it looked like melted snow, and action. And you'd have to get out of this state into this state, right? And I did that until about 3 in the morning, at which point I went, hey, I'm really warm, I feel good. That means I'm dying, right? That's hypothermia. So the producer...
Had hypothermia.
Well, I did. And so the producer, Bruce Cohen, who's no bigger than me, he's a tiny guy, picks me up in a gallant effort and rushes me towards the trailer bed where the jacuzzis are, and he drops me because he slips in the mud, and my head hits the corner of the trailer bed, and then I'm finally in the jacuzzi, and then the jacuzzi, and then I've been fine ever since. And then they realized, why don't we move the jacuzzis closer into the... freezing actors. But yeah, you learn, and so now you look at movies.
So the producer just jumped in the jacuzzi.
Well, he thought money, lawsuit. He didn't think I love her, I don't want her to die.
No,
of course not.
It was all about...
Yes.
Let me get this straight, because I get confused. You're saying a Hollywood producer was just concerned about the buck and not about the talent? Is that what you're saying? Wow.
It's kind of freaky, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, how's Nick? How's Nick doing? Her live-in fella, as we should say, is Nick Nolte. And,
pretty uncanny, isn't it?
Yeah, it's...
No, I made a movie with Nick about 10 years ago.
Three Fugitives.
Yeah, Three Fugitives. And Nick would say,
come on, Marty, stop by and have a little chat in the trailer. That's what actors do.
And I went to the trailer. I was going to take off my costume. He said, "Oh no, come in. You sit in your wardrobe. Be an actor." He's the most fun human being in the world.
Yes, he's very
He's so
fun.
smart.
Yes.
And such a good actor.
This is a segue for a story I've forgotten, isn't it? Oh, you're supposed to ask me if we're going to get married. Go ahead, and then I'll answer it.
We have no prepared stories, Vicki. We are simply having conversation. Just because on Jenny Jones that's the way they do it, then we don't do it here. So
I
anyway,
went blank and I freaked out.
are you and Nick ever
Now, I'll
going
ask
to
you
get
40
married?
Yes. Any marriage plans, actually, it says.
Yeah.
You've been together 7 years. Any marriage plans? Vicki says, oh, I don't have my line. My answer.
There you go. Yeah.
Great.
Just follow that. We're already here. This killed.
Yeah, that was good.
That was
Now
good.
we're on this segment.
I'm very worried
Now
about
we're running
this 'cause-
short on time.
Oh, we got lots of
Okay,
time. Are you
really?
kidding?
Oh, great. My answer is when hell freezes
Oh, don't be
over.
silly.
Oh.
Now, wait a second.
Yeah. No,
What do you mean hell freezes over?
well, I
Nick
don't.
doesn't have enough money for you? Not enough fame for you?
Don't I seem a little more, than that?
That
I'm
is not
in
a
it for
cheap outfit.
Not just another pretty face, huh? You know what? Marriage to me, like the word, and I think it was conceived out of, wasn't it survival, when we only lived to maybe 35, 40, and I don't know, even at this point in my life, at the age of 23, that I could look someone in the eye, and say,
Someone slipped over there, I'm sorry.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Bernie fell over.
Wait a second.
Yes.
First of all, marriage is a celebration, an extension. It's in my book, No Lump Yet. But marriage is an extension, a celebration of a relationship.
Can we move on? What's the next question? No dick story, it says. That means
Oh,
that, no, Andy
Look
Dick,
at
I'm
me.
sorry. There,
Who
I
are
said it.
they?
Okay.
Look at me. Yeah, hi. What's this Andy Dick? Andy Dick's upset with me. Is that what you're saying?
Andy Dick is
Who's Andy Dick again?
He's on news radio.
Of course, we all love Andy Dick. He's a genius
He
comedian.
is. Yes, he is. And he's a very good friend of mine. And I guess we can't tell that story because it says no dick story, but when I was on Conan, I told a story that had to do with Andy because I was pulled over for running a light by accidentally, and then I said, I'm sorry, and he said, are you a friend of Andy Dick's? And I said, yes. He said, put both hands on the wheel. A gun came in the window. He threw the ticket. He said, this is a short version. He said, it would behoove you to keep better company. I told that story on Conan, and then Andy got his feelings hurt. He said, everybody's making fun of me. Marty does a thing. Saturday Night Live does a thing. So this is me speaking for Andy, saying he wrestles his demons publicly, but he's a good guy, so let him off.
Oh, first of all, let me just say that we did a love letter to Andy Dick.
Oh, did you really?
Absolutely. In fact, we got the clip right now.
let's
Just
see
show
it.
this
Okay,
clip.
good. I'd like to see it.
Yeah, and then you'll realize that Andy's being too sensitive.
Look, I've got no pants on. Doesn't that blow your mind?
I've got to say this out loud before it just explodes in Garofalo's. And, oh my God, I can't believe that I am actually referring to Garofalo in the third person. I swear I never do that.
Oh my God, I'm late for rehab.
See? Now what's wrong with that? Vicki Lewis is on tour with the musical Chicago, and she'll be at the Mandalay Bay Theater in Las Vegas in January.